Pep Man Matt Mark, coming to varsity here with head coach Jonathan Fay of the Charleston Charter School Math and Science Riptide. Don't say that fast twice. Talk to us a little bit about your background, Coach.
All right, well, I'm originally from Charlotte, played at Harding High School, state champs, go Rams, and then immediately upon graduating, I joined the coaching staff on the JV level and coached there from the 2001 season up to the 2007-2008 season when I moved down to Charleston with my normal job. And my first year here, I was the head coach for James Island's 6th and 7th grade team. Mm-hmm. They run middle schools here through the rec league, but it's still tied to the school. Okay. So I had that, and then I took time off. I had a kid, and some things changed professionally. Mm-hmm. A few years ago, I joined the staff at R.B. Stahl High School. I was there for the spring practice, and then a work conflict came up. Mm-hmm. And so I gave it a few more years until I could be solid. And then I joined the coaching staff there before their first varsity season 2 years ago. Okay. As the defensive coordinator and assistant head coach and offensive and defensive line coach. Okay. And this past off season, when our head coach stepped down, I was offered and accepted the job.
All right, man, excellent. I played with you back at Harding. I tell you, we had some great times. You know, we didn't win much. Nope. Talk to me a little bit about your coaching philosophy and where you got it from.
Well, I think my big picture philosophy came from all the great guys that I've coached with before. Mm-hmm. As you know, Matt, we have a really good staff at Harding. We had a staff that cared a lot. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm trying to bring to our program. We're in an infancy in our program where we're coming into year 3. Okay. And we started behind the 8 ball. Mm-hmm. With as far as money, facilities, equipment. You know, I still don't have a sled. I don't have the stuff that most people have. Right. So what we're trying to build the program around is let's care for our kids. Let's do our best to give our kids the absolute best experience we can give them, and we'll let everything else take care of itself. Right. That stuff to a point is out of our hands. So let's coach the heck out of them. Let's care about them a lot. Oh yeah. And let's let them know that we're trying to build people first, football players and athletes second.
All right, man, excellent. About those athletes, who are some guys we can look out for this year for you guys?
Well, we've got 2 senior defensive linemen that I think will be able to play in the next level. We've got Deshaun Mitchell. He's about 6'1.5", 275. Okay. Plays the nose for us. Mm-hmm. Last year had probably 3 sacks and probably 22, 23 tackles for a loss at the nose for us. Okay. We've got Jameel Brown, a defensive end and a tight end. Mm-hmm. He led us in sacks last year with 9 and had around 20 tackles for a loss as well. Okay. Really explosive kid, 6'2", 215. Nice. Can stand flat-footed and grab the rim with both hands. Okay. He's one that just needs to be able to harness it all, and we're trying to do that. There's so much athletic ability there. Right. Other than that, it's mostly our younger guys. We've got Brandon Broughton, who will be a junior this year. Mm-hmm. He's our best wide receiver, a very good linebacker, probably our best quarterback, and probably our best running back also. Okay. We just had our spring game on Saturday, and he scored a receiving touchdown, a rushing touchdown, and an interception touchdown.
Triple threat.
Yeah, he's 6 foot, probably 180 pounds, explosive kid, and cares a lot. Awesome. And we've got one more young man named Demario Gerald, who is a rising junior as well. He's a 5'11", 180-pound corner, and probably runs in the 4.5s. And last year was his first year playing football, so he's just starting to tap into the God-given gifts he has. And I really look for him to explode, and he's also got about a 4.2 GPA.
All right, man, that's awesome. Team goal this year for the Riptide, what would that be?
We want to show big improvement as an overall program. First year we didn't win any games, and we weren't competitive at all. Mm-hmm. Last year we were competitive through most games. They would get away from us late, and we won our first game. Good. So our schedule is now more in line where it needs to be for a program like us. We were playing some powerhouses those first 2 years. Yeah. Played multiple state champions. Oh, wow. Our first year, every team but one that we played made the playoffs. Good. And we played a 3A school on TV also. Oh, man. So we're finally playing 1A schools. We play like schools called Academic Magnet. Mm-hmm. Schools that are similar to ours that have the type of students we have at our school. Right. And so the schedule is more in favor to what we should be playing. So we obviously want to show improvement on the field, and we also want to tie the team with the school better than it has ever been. We've almost felt outside of the school, and I'm really trying to bring us all together so that we can all make good things happen for the school.
All right, man, excellent. Last question. Talk to me about your off season and how it went, and how is that going to help in improving you guys' outcome for this year?
Well, we've had a pretty successful off season. Unfortunately, where we are about in a program, we get about 10 kids solid to the weight room every day. But being that we're a small 1A, we played last year with 23 on the roster.
Oh, wow.
So the kids that have came to the weight room have gotten after it and gotten better. So we're going to hope to use those guys as peer leaders, to try to talk to the other guys and get them in the weight room so it's not just us. We just concluded our best spring practice. We, for the first time ever, now have a practice field on campus.
Oh,
we used to have to bus 30 minutes almost in traffic to get to our practice field. And then if the bus was late or something, we would be 20 minutes late starting practice. We've never watched film as a program. We've never maintenance lift as a program. So all these things are now going to be able to happen that we're on campus. So for spring, I had 27 different kids come to at least 2 days of spring practice.
Nice.
Out of that 27, one has contacted me and said he's probably not going to play. One is probably not going to make it due to grades. So that's 25 there that I think we have a really legitimate shot of keeping in the program. And that doesn't include some guys that we know that are going to be playing, but that just weren't at spring practice. A lot of it focusing on academics because spring practice fell during our exam time. So my goal is to have 28 to 30 on the roster next year, which would be huge for us.
Good, excellent, man. Well, I love you, man. You're my teammate, former Ram. I'm proud of you, man. We definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate you. Go Ripside.